We are Titan.
Even more so for Dolan, but now he is in yet another pit, another beast's den here. Because he will be going up against the teammate Playbook Esports, AK, the most threatening two letters that you can see in a tournament bracket here in the Philippines.
The big question here is AK gonna avenge his teammate, because the PBE nightmare still isn't over. And guys, before we proceed to the losers finals, which will be a best of 5, you can help increase the prize pool for this tournament by clicking on the Match Reno link and help support the players and organizers of this tournament. You can find that link on Twitch chat if you're watching on Twitch, or if you're on Facebook, you can go ahead and look for the official Tatakai Pilipinas post, and you can find the link on the description there. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for your support.
Yeah, that's true. Now, hopefully we get more of these competitions and see more of these new players, right? Right now, this stage that Dolan is presented with, he is making the most of it. And now he has a chance to do even more. He already took out one of the Playbook Esports players, and he has a chance to take down yet another one. And if he manages to do so, he can go on to the grand finals, where he will be facing off an old nemesis, because Jules is the one that took him out in top 32. That sent him to the losers bracket. So this might be a chance at redemption as well. So that could be a story for Dolan here. But of course, AK is not going to be making it easy for him. There's no such thing as an easy win against AK.
Yeah, quite a story to tell, right? If he ever manages to get to grand finals, or rather, if he stops at his tracks here in the losers finals, he can still say that it was a pretty damn good run here in top 8, taking names, taking numbers, right? TiTANTHOR, Dolan really making a statement here for the Tekken community, just to let him know, hey, I'm also a pretty big deal here. I just want you guys to know I matter.
Yeah, that's true. So making a statement right now everyone will remember the name Dolan, TiTANTHOR. I was scared at first, because he was sticking with the Dolan 1 2 3 4 5, and then suddenly making a statement that I am TiTANTHOR. I am the one and only, and fear my Feng, as he takes down Maru and now Dojin. Like, these are the names that you can really put underneath your resume. Like, I took out these guys.
Yeah. And not only that, he's not even like an avid tournament joiner, right? He's mostly a streamer. He's mostly just a content creator. But when it matters the most, when he joins tournaments, he does, he does perform. He outperforms himself even. So yeah, this Feng, the knowing the ins and outs of Feng, knowing the limits of the evasiveness of Feng, that's it's working out really well for him. As for AK though, what's gonna happen at this point?
Yeah, he had a bit of a rough previous match, right, with Jules. Jules just methodically taking apart the Shaheen that AK tried to use against him. But this time around, he's bringing it back. He's reassembled the Shaheen and should be ready right now to fight against TiTANTHOR. But is he really? We're headed to the last day on Earth, and this is the losers finals. Loser will be going home, and the winner going to the grand finals.
All right, let's go. AK has not switched to a different character. Went with Shaheen all the way, all throughout. And let's see here in game 1, best of 5. Hop kick out of nowhere, but Dolan catches him on the float. Carries him to the wall, gets that. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, a little bit too far there, but also that was a pretty dodgy decision as well, because that was a power crush.
Oh my god.
Returning the favor, that's the risk of the key charge kid.
That's right, AK outside of rage though. 4 levels 2 attempted by Dolan, but there it is again. The armor move gets him with a get up low kick. AK has rage. Will he spend it? Yes, he will. The question here is it gonna kill?
I don't think it is. I think there it is. Dolan survives. Last chance for him. 26 seconds left on the clock. What is he going to be able to do here?
Wow.
Tries to go for the headbutt, but it's a little bit too far. AK Shin is out of the way, goes for the DF1 and takes the first round.
Big whiff coming in from Dolan also. He thought he had the range, the right range in mind there. You can see that AK is playing an actual Tekken character, but he's playing it like 2D. He's jumping around because he knows there's mix-ups coming in. Because when you jump, it puts you at crouching, which we know that Shaheen has potential threats when it comes to crouch. So let's see if Dolan can overcome that obstacle.
AK maneuvering once again, trying to get out of the corner situation, but Dolan actually just weaving in and putting him right there. But it's a trap! And there it is, the hop kick, exactly when Dolan was actually trying to go in. It was big brain play all this time, and now Dolan, however, catches him out of the air, will be returning the favor and equalizing the life just like that.
Puts himself back against the wall, but hop kicks out of nowhere just to get out of it. That is what a game plan, AK. Unblockable, big mistake by AK, and Dolan capitalizes on that mistake.
What is this game? AK, what is that strategy? But of course, he managed to land that earlier, right? In his previous matches yesterday. So it's not exactly the most questionable decision, but Dolan just very patient and was completely aware of it.
Here we go. Oh, attempted Sabaki 1+2 again from Dolan, and now he gets carried to the wall with punishing from AK, and now he goes for the jump up. Oh, still blocked by Dolan.
Yeah, not quite gonna work for AK right there. The hop over, back one sends AK back right next to the wall. Now that's down forward two and a counter hit. This might be enough to take out Dolan here. If AK can get the finish, there it is. 2 rounds for AK and 1 round away from taking this first match.
Right, let's see if he can continue that momentum. He gets the guaranteed Iron Mountain in, and AK backdashes away. Dolan has the life lead. AK attempting once again with that hop kick. He's looking for more of these hop kicks out of nowhere, but the thing is, Dolan's playing more patiently this time.
Yeah, he is, and just slowly but surely picking away at AK, but not quite careful enough. But there's a sidestep. The movement from AK moving right out of the key charge, set up the steel pedal once again. Dolan wants none of that. He knows how dangerous it is as well. A whiff on the rage drive, and AK with a long range whiff punish to take the first game.
That was crucial. That was a crucial whiff for Dolan right there. And AK having the right mind at play. Goes for the long range chop and whiff punishes him to death, and he takes game 1 in this best of 5 set.
Right, it's a long set still to go, so Dolan has plenty of time to readjust and reconsider his choices, but especially with that last part, right, whiffing that rage drive that he has probably used for many years, considering that he's a Feng loyalist. It's very uncharacteristic. It feels like, and it looks like, he's feeling a little bit of pressure coming in from AK, because if you approach AK carelessly, you might be eating something that you really don't want. It could be a hop kick. He could be sidestepping and DF2ing you all day. So that is the nerves coming into play against Dolan.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Jules has not been doing against AK, right? Not doing anything risky. He's not throwing out anything just to throw anything out, right? For the sake. Jules is playing calm and calculated, and that's the main difference between him and Dolan right now. Dolan has to play a bit more conservatively if he wants to take it against AK.
It kind of goes against who he is as a player, though, right? Because he likes to party with Feng. He has a lot of tricks as well, but it's definitely probably one of the only choices that he has against AK right now. He has to be a little bit more compact and think twice about his decisions. But AK, he's going to be onto that. He's going to be watching out for that moment and taking advantage of it as well.
And speaking of decision, he does decide to go for the Dragon's Nest. Home court advantage here, but how far can he go with this stage select? Goes for the fish hook. He notices that AK has been sidestepping more often than not, so he's using more fish hooks simply because fish hook is such a good mid-tracking tool.
Yeah, it's not even homing. It's not even homing. It just tracks really well and has been a staple for Feng players. But AK with a staple hop kick there as well at tip range. A mastery of the range that AK does have. Oh, there it is again. AK hanging on a little bit too long on that key charge and paying the price for it.
Right, and speaking of paying the price, AK just gives it back, steals that advantage away, and AK does it again. Double key charge, triple key charge. Did he go for the bait? Yes, he did. He took it, and AK with a rage arc. You know what? Stop it. Stop that right now.
Oh man, now Dolan has one more thing to consider here. A back step into the hop kick though. Dolan says, I'm gonna play just like how I still do, because it's been working so far. I'm just gonna be a bit careful with your key charge setups.
Right. Oh, low parry coming from AK also switches the side, so it's gonna put Dolan at a very massive disadvantage. Tries to go for the Chinese get up, but this is still pretty bad for AK right now. Normal throw? You're kidding me. There it is, the rage drive, and he spends it, but the armor move goes through still. Dolan takes it back.
Very smart use of that armor move at all times. It's a good choice because you know that Shaheen at some point will be throwing out that rage drive, so why not use it right now? But now AK getting some good hits early on in this round, backing away for now, knows he has the advantage.
Oh, hop kick so dangerous when you're approaching AK because he's been throwing out left and right the hop kicks. Dolan half health. AK has the light lead. He's just making him approach him at this point. There's no reason for AK to go in and close it out. He's testing the patience of Dolan. Hop kick once again. He still has the life lead though.
He does, but Dolan is slowly but surely trying to chip away. He still has 20 seconds left. It might not seem much, but this hit is going to show you just how long it is. Oh no, a little bit too close for the key charge setup. AK recognizes, goes for the get up 3, and takes the third round with that combo. Now, Dolan is in a world of trouble here because one more round and AK will be up by 2 games, and he doesn't want that.
Yeah, too close for comfort. What happened to Dolan earlier? That could have been the perfect key charge setup, but no, AK is too smart for that. Here we go. Slides coming in from AK. It's all gonna add up just the same way Dojin did with the hatchet kicks. He's gonna get hit more. 3. That's 3. And will he go for a 4th one? No, he will not. AK with the magic 4. He's probably gonna be able to close this one out. Yes, he will. For good measure, the steel pedal.
Very clean round to finish things off there for AK. Not phased at all, and being able to exercise his own playstyle as well with those full crouch. It was a huge advantage immediately for him because, and you know, Dolan backing away and letting him do that, that might have been a mistake that really cost him that game.
Yeah, the key charge setups really riled up AK in this entire set alone. And I think, you know, statistically, I think this is the most key charge I've ever seen in one top 8 tournament. This is actually amazing right now.
I want to see more. I want to see the key charge meta here in Tatakai Pilipinas. Like there are lots of characters that could benefit from the key charge, right? Even Leo as a character, he even has built-in key charges to some of his moves because that's exactly what they want to do with the character.
Yeah, and you know what? For characters like Feng and Shaheen, screw that jazz. I'm gonna key charge manually, right? And it works out for TiTANTHOR, it works out for Dolan, it works out for AK. It's all just a matter of timing, positioning. If the stars align for both of these guys to do their key charge setups, they will do it.
Now, this is he better hope that the stars do align this time around because this is his last chance. TiTANTHOR on the Feng going to geometric plane to take down PBE AK. He has to win 3 straight matches this time around. It's gonna take a toll on him mentally, but let's see, can he do it? Round number 1, let's go.
Potential final game for AK in this best of 3 series, and right off the bat he gets the perfect punish in the hop kick, the Altair, and AK double key charge setup, and he catches Dolan, takes bait once again, and there it is. AK 4 key charges in 1 round.
He's owning the technique this time around. He's absorbed it from Dolan. He's copied it this time around. Full effect. Oh my goodness.
God.
No respect. Goes for the down 4 series, and now AK and Dolan has already caught up.
All right. 25 seconds left. It's still a lot of time. AK gets low parried. Will Dolan go for the right combo? Yes, he will. The Iron Mountain to finish it off.
That was amazing. A low parry out of nowhere, but now look at this AK perfect punish once again. Dolan has the right start. This first round that he just got, it's a good first step for what he wants to achieve. But AK right now trying to just stay out of range and wants Dolan to be impatient.
Yeah, the patience from AK right now. Delayed hop kick. The timing is so good. Is he gonna find a wall? Yes, he will. Jump up, goes for the confirm.
No.
There it is. The 7 golden letters from AK making an absolute statement.
Yeah, this Shaheen just shimmying, just shaking, vibrating from all the cola probably already in his system in for this match. But Dolan, what can he do about it? Trying to go for some backsteps, maybe catch a whiff or two from AK, but he's not falling for it. The slides are once again coming out.
Showing how much of a different level AK is on right now. Dolan has not been able to do the things that he's very comfortable with, and Dolan attempting a delayed hop kick but doesn't catch AK.
You can kind of tell that it's not usually in his arsenal of moves because of what kind of delayed hop kick came out, but still, Dolan might have actually had a game plan for that one, but AK, good block, guarding those shins of his and making sure to punish accordingly as well.
Yeah, this is Omega level defense if I've ever seen one, and AK could potentially close this out. Here we go. Round number 3. AK, 1 round left from taking it against Dolan 3-0. This is insane.
It certainly is, but Dolan right now wants to play out of his mind. He wants to go crazy because that's what he needs to fight against AK, and it's working so far. Early seconds in the match, and he has the round advantage, and AK was back towards the wall, but there it is. It was once again a fate. Drops the combo, however.
Dolan not ducking the 4-4 string, and AK still has the patience in mind. Oh, that could have been a crucial whiff for Dolan right there, and he finally takes it. Can he close this one out? Can he take it 2-1 against AK and get the momentum?
Yeah, it's his chance, it's his opportunity, and he's clinging to every single chance that he does have. A jab for the whiff punish here. Good block on that attempted whiff punish. A slide coming in from AK, switches the positions and gets the advantage to him as well. A get up 3, it lands counter hit.
No jump up right there, but goes for the Oki combo. Armor move coming in from Dolan right now. One last chance. One more poke coming in from AK, and Dolan could be done for. AK with the backdash. He really wants Dolan to approach him.
Yeah, it's a trap. He knows it. Dolan being very careful. The 10 string comes in. If you're not coming to me, I'm coming to you. And AK seals the deal. 3-0 against Dolan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, aka TiTANTHOR, and moves on to the grand finals. Man.
Big congratulations to Dolan, also known as TiTANTHOR, for making it as far as losers finals in top 8 of Tatakai Pilipinas. Taking names like Dojin and Maru, making a statement and making Davao proud with his performance. Big shout outs to him. Congratulations. But we have to move on right now in the grand finals, which will be Omega Jules versus PBE AK.
It's a run back. It's the winners finals once again. We're rewinding the clock, but this time around, Jules has 2 life bars. He is twice to beat with AK coming in from the losers bracket, but now he probably has the game plan because Jules made good work of AK earlier on with that Marduk play against that Shaheen. So right now, AK has a game plan, but also Jules has been watching closely. But I'm not sure what he could have picked up there because the TiTANTHOR plays a lot differently compared to him.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen this match before here in the winners quarters. We've seen AK versus we've seen with the winners final. It was Jules versus AK, and we're gonna see that one back once again. Such a classic matchup, and Jules is probably gonna stick with the Marduk pick and AK with the Shaheen. Although I can't get it out of my head the fact that AK might pick somebody else like Geese.
It's still an option for AK. He's been playing Shaheen the entire time, so a lot of people would be thinking that he's trying to make a statement. He's trying to bring back the glory of the Shaheen in his hands, but it could be something. It could be a trap all along, just like how he lures his opponents into his hotkicks and his DF2s. And with that, he managed to take out Dolan as well. So let's take a look at where we are right now in the bracket, how everything has gone so far.
This has been the journey to grand finals for both Jules and AK. AK taking it against Maru in his first match here in top 8, sending to the losers bracket, and then running into Jules in the winners final, in which Jules did come out on top there and sending AK this time to the losers final. However, the main highlight here truly is Dolan12345, also known as TiTANTHOR. He's been through so much in this tournament. He's just now been eliminated, but man oh man, was that a performance.
It certainly was. Look at that, taking out Geno 4, then Maru, then Dojin, but then again, the unstoppable AK still continues to just shut down Dolan, and now will be going to the grand finals, hoping to bring back the win against Jules.
We are Titan.